have fine hair, you want to check for these ingredients in your hair products immediately. There's this misconception about fine hair that it needs less product, but the thing is it needs lighter weight products, not less products. Fine hair needs just as much product as any other hair type. So I'm going to show you what to look for and what to avoid in your hair products so that you can be more successful at choosing the right products for your hair type. To start with, let's talk a little bit about fine hair and thin hair. Fine hair refers to the texture of your hair. Thin hair refers to the density, so how many hairs you have on your head. So fine hair is a hair strand that is physically thinner than more thicker and coarser hair textures. So fine hair is the texture of your hair. You could still have thick hair that's fine. Not all fine hair is thin, but a lot of people with fine hair do also suffer from low density hair, which is thin hair. And density is how many hairs there are on your head. Those hairs being spread further apart on your scalp makes your hair thinner. People who have thicker hair have their hairs more closely packed together. So we're really going to be talking about fine hair in this video because not everyone with thin hair is going to have these rules apply, because if you have coarse thin hair, then you're going to follow different rules than what we're talking about in this video. We're going to be talking about fine hair. And yes, a lot of people with fine hair also have thin hair, but again, that's not always the case. If your hair is thick and fine, these rules still apply the same as if your hair is thin and fine, because the rules we're going to talk about apply to the texture of your hair. First, let's talk about ingredients you want to look for. We're going to talk about conditioning agents first. So ingredients in your conditioner. 2 ingredients you can look for in your conditioner that are going to do a really good job at detangling, but also being lightweight. And I may be pronouncing these wrong, so I will write them here so you know how they're spelt, so you can look for them on the back of your bottle. Is bariatromonium chloride, I don't know how to say that word, and centramonium chloride. So again, those are 2 really lightweight conditioning agents that are still extremely effective at detangling your hair. Then if you need protein, so if your hair is heavily processed, if your hair is a little bit damaged and you're looking for a protein to help strengthen and repair your hair a little bit, hydrolyzed proteins are what you want to look for because those are the most lightweight proteins. So that's going to be like hydrolyzed soy protein, hydrolyzed wheat protein, hydrolyzed rice protein. And again, those are going to help temporarily strengthen your hair without any heaviness. You want to look for panthenol or Pro V5. Pro V5 is a great hydrating ingredient that's going to add a ton of smoothness, a ton of shine, and it's very lightweight. So it's going to give you that moisture and shine that your hair needs without weighing it down. And then you want to look at lightweight humectants. So a humectant is something that helps your hair to hold on to water and stay more hydrated. And these lightweight humectants are going to be glycerin and aloe. What you want to avoid if you have fine hair is any butters, like shea butter or cocoa butter. You really don't want those things in your products. You also don't want to use any really heavy silicone products unless you are clarifying your hair on a regular basis. So you might want silicones for certain reasons, like smoothness and shine, but if you are using a silicone-based product in your fine hair, you really need to make sure you are clarifying your hair on a regular basis. And you want to avoid any masks that are really rich and heavy, again, with those butters and oils as top ingredients. When you look at the back of your containers to check the ingredients, you want to look for the ingredients that you want or that you want to avoid in the top 5 ingredients. The higher up on that ingredients list that the ingredient appears, the more prominent it is. So if you have an oil way far down on the list, it might not be a problem for your hair. But if that oil is ingredient number 3, it's probably going to make your hair feel greasy. So I hope that helps. I hope that maybe gives you a little bit of insight into your fine hair and why some products may not be working for you and how you can go to the store and look for products that are going to work better for you. As always, let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I will absolutely do my very best to answer those for you and help to clarify anything if there's any confusion. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy this video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos, and like this and share it with anyone else that you think it would be helpful for. I will see you in the next one. Bye.